plata o plomo.
Alright guys, so we got this 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT here on the dyno. This vehicle, we did build the motor, transmission. Customer came back for nitrous. So we've been working on some issues with the nitrous. We're trying to get it dialed in here on the dyno, so we'll see what it makes. Here we have this Scat Pack. This is a 2021 Challenger Scat Pack. This customer, we did a stage 1 package on a few months ago. I think it's been about 8 months. So the customer's here for some injector cleaning on that. They were a little dirty. They weren't bad as we've seen, but you know, that's why we always recommend the injectors to be cleaned every 6 to 8 months. So this is just some of the stuff we have here going on at full blown. If you walk by this way, we got this Trackhawk. It's getting a water pump replacement. The water pump did give out on the customer, so we're replacing that. We just got this Trackhawk in. It's also leaking coolant. It's going to get our IGLA anti-theft system, as well as customer is interested in some tuning options. So we're going to send them some estimates on tuning and see how they want to go about that. Here we have this 2006 Chrysler 300 SRT8. This vehicle, the customer bought us his own cam package probably about a year ago. And unfortunately on cylinder 1 it broke the spring as well as the valve. So we are fixing that. We're putting upgraded springs in there. Like I said, customer brought his own cam package, so we are putting an upgraded spring in there. With our cam packages that we offer or recommend to our customers, they do come with the upgraded 1511 springs, so that's what we're putting in there. Right next to it we have this 2019 F-150. This vehicle is going to be getting a Whipple supercharger and a fuel system. Right now we have Carlos doing the oil pump gears and the crankshaft gears on that. As you know, on these Coyotes, those seem to be the weak point with boost. So we have them doing that. We'll put it all back together and we'll put the Whipple on it and the fuel system. Last but not least, here we have this 6x6 Jeep Rubicon Gladiator. This vehicle was custom built by another shop for the 6x6, as you see. Has some good mods done to it, suspension work, lighting. They did put a Magnuson supercharger on it, so it's here for tuning. So Alex is currently tuning this with Z to get it dialed in, and obviously it doesn't fit on the dyno, so we're doing a street log on it, but we're getting it dialed in. It's running. It came in on a tow truck not running, but now we have it running, so we'll see how it goes. And yeah, that's a little day here at Full Blown and see what else we get into.
So what's going on, guys? This time right here we got something different going on for you guys. It's not necessarily something about performance, but we have this SRT right here getting some maintenance done at the moment. So came in for a diagnostic, was making a couple noises and whatnot. As far as what we found and diagnosed was the bushings on this front differential. So I'm about to insert this one right here right now, but basically it has 3. So 1, 2, 3. I have 1 done. This is going to be the second. I'm going to go ahead and get this one done after. So we have that, and we also found the engine mounts as well. They're pretty bad, so obviously with, you know, everything being broken and whatnot, it's going to be making a lot of clunking, a lot of noises and stuff like that. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. So honestly, you know, we do everything here. So either it's performance, or either it's maintenance, or either it's, you know, basic tuning, PCM unlocking, anything like that. I'm sure you guys already know. But if you guys need anything done as far as maintenance, you already know, come to Full Blown and we'll take care of you.
Alright guys, so we're gonna check out Edgar, see how he's going with this vehicle. So this vehicle is actually a good customer of ours, Todd Stein. This one's getting the billet motor. So right now we're trying to get this ready for redless. It's getting the 15-inch conversion. We already have the drive shaft on it. It's getting the rear control arms. but yeah, it's coming along. So the motor's on already, transmission's in. Now we're just doing all the supporting modifications. We already did the cage. We sent that out to Carlin for the cage. So we're getting all this ready to fit the 15-inch conversion on it, and then we still got to tune it. So we're gonna tune that and see how that does. But yeah, this is coming along pretty good. I'm excited to see what this build does. It's our first aluminum block from Demon Performance. This is the one Alex has been talking about on the channel. So we'll see what it does and see what it makes. It's going to be powered by a 3.8 Whipple. And go from there. So let's see what else do we got going on over here. This is our Trackhawk. I just got the water pump installed. So this one just got the water pump installed, so the technician's just bleeding it, doing the bleeding process. So we'll see, you know, if this goes home today. We need to get some cars out because we are running out of space. We have Ben working on an SRT. This SRT came in for the motor mounts. It also came in for the differential isolators. That's basically like a differential mount. It's what holds the differential in place. So that's what you see Ben replacing out over there. This one is Carlos. Carlos is working on this vehicle, but he's off. We need to go ahead and put the PCM back in, put all the coolant in. This is a customer, his name is Mike. He brought his own cam, his own pulley setup. So we have this one here that's getting along. We're waiting on a transfer case. That's why I don't have another technician on it. So PCM needs to go back in. We already got that unlocked here in house. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll see what we got over here on the dyno with Alex. I think he's working on Rudy. This is the one that we've had on the dyno. Like I said earlier, we're trying to fix the nitrous setup on it, make sure that it's running efficiently as it should. So we got Alex and Melvin diagnosing the issue right now of why it's not spraying nitrous. Yeah, we'll see what this does. If we're able to get a full pull, I'm gonna say it's probably gonna make 1,020 is what I'm gonna call. I might make more. I just haven't seen, me personally, haven't seen a SRT with this setup. Let's see what it makes. All right, guys, so let's go check out Carlos. This is the F-150 I told you guys about earlier that we're checking the timing on. We're not checking the timing, but we're putting upgraded timing on. So he already has the timing cover off. I printed out him the timing specs on it, so he knows where to mark it. But yeah, so this one's gonna get the oil pump gears as well as the crankshaft gear. We'll close it all back up, mount the Whipple on. Fuel system, we're still waiting on 4 innovations fuel system to come in, and we'll see. But we do have another F-150 we're gonna tune probably before this one. I don't know where it's at. Oh, it's over here. So we have that one out in the street right now, but that one's gonna get a booster pump. Customer wanted to hold off on the fuel system right now, so we're not gonna go too much of a small pulley on it, but he wants to go ahead and get it running. So we'll see what that makes. Let's go check back with Alex on the dyno, see if he's making any progress on it or not. What's going on? Or YouTube?
Good.
So what are we doing here?
Right now we're waiting for the nitrous to get to operating temperature, which would be about 1,000 psi. We're at 769 right now.
Perfect. And then you're gonna do a full pull?
No, we're gonna do a partial pull, 5,000 RPM, and to make sure that the nitrous and the fuel's coming in good, and then we'll do a full pull.
Perfect. What are your estimated horsepower gains on a full pull?
So it's doing like around 840 right now or something like that. So probably around 1,000 something.
I said 1,020.
Yeah, about that.
Right there, right? Yeah, see? We also have the ZL1 that has a Magnuson supercharger. Customer came in for the vehicle into a limp mode. So we diagnosed it as a bad throttle body. Throttle body's not responding to any throttle body relearns, not responding to any throttle command. So we have the K-Tech throttle body on order, just waiting for that to come in, and then we'll get this out to the customer. We also did an oil change on it, just regular maintenance. So you know, that's what we do here. We work on basically any of the high-performance American muscle cars, so Ford, Mopar, and Chevy, GM. Mostly Mopar, as you see, that's what we're mostly known for. But we got a Mach 1 up there that I'm not gonna say much, but we've shown that we could do the Fords, and we've done them, you know. So if you have a Ford, Chevy, Mopar, you know, this is where you want to bring it. Full-blown performance here in LA. So we'll see what else we get. If we get a full clip of this on the dyno, hopefully the nitrous. We'll show the baby pool we do right now with the nitrous and the fuel. Make sure everything looks good on that. We'll go from there. This one's gonna be a water pump replacement. We got a lot of Jeeps, a lot of Trackhawks, SRTs. We got one right behind you, you know, so we're booked, and we still got our storage lot. But yeah, I mean, that's good. But we'll see. All right, guys. So we are in a Trackhawk. This Trackhawk, we built the motor on it. We did a bearing plate. We did a upper pulley, cam. So this Trackhawk came in for a drop-in kit. That's what it was. Pistons, rods, cam. So right now, customer took it, did the 500 miles. We did an oil change. He did another 500 miles, and then he brought it to us now for the last oil change. He brought it to us now for the last oil change and for the front and rear differential brace. I noticed the check engine light while I was here, and we're getting a system 2 rich code. So that's what I'm logging right now to see how my fuel trims look, see why we're getting that code, and go from there. So just gonna do normal driving, nothing crazy. Take a look at my fuel trims and see what kind of data we get, see why we're getting a check engine light. But yeah, I also want to show you guys, we did a chiller on this vehicle.
SOS call not successful. Call 911 if there is an emergency.
Wrong button right there. But I want to show you guys, we put a chiller on this vehicle and show you guys what these chillers are capable of. So right now my IC coolant temp is at 44 degrees. We've been driving probably for about 4 minutes. So you see there, my IC coolant temp, 44 degrees. So that's something that we recommend to all our customers with the supercharger, is getting the chiller. Keeps the temps down. It's going to prevent the blower from getting heat soaked, especially if you're like a roll racer, if you're doing pulls back to back to back. You know, eventually if your blower is hot, it's going to start pulling timing out of it. So chiller is always recommended. You know, yeah, you do the modifications to go fast, whether it's Whipple or a stock blower, doing the smaller pulleys, but you should always look into what's going to help you have that power, which is going to be chiller, keeping it cool, so you're not getting heat soaking the blower. Just like on all of our vehicles that get tuned, get a 180 thermostat. Yeah, fuel trims are a little off, so I'm gonna reset the adapters here at this gas station, drive it back to the shop, and see if it clears it up. Hey guys, this is behind the scenes of full blown. We got to come get gas. We're gonna dyno, or the vehicles we have on the dyno need some gas. So anytime we convert to the 85, we always give the customer 5 gallons of the 85. So this is the behind the scenes stuff you don't see at, you know. But yeah, we're getting gas here at the pump. We always test this gas as well, so it's always testing at 85%, which is pretty good. That's what we want to see. Yeah, we'll pick up the video back when we're at the shop. So they just did the pull on the red Jeep. So let's go take a look at that, see what it made. There's this. Let's take a look. Let me get so it looks like on that pull it made 969. I think Alex had said they're running out of injectors, so he's going to call the customer to upgrade the injectors. I think it's only on 1000cc injectors, so we upgrade them to the FIC 1200, then we should be good, and then we should be able to do the full pull and see what it makes. All right, guys, welcome back. So today we got this 2019 Dodge Challenger here on one of our bays. This vehicle came in for a axle replacement. One of the axle boots was leaking. Also an upper control arm in the rear. So the customer supplied his own G-force axles. We replaced that. Right next to me we have Carlos. He is doing a Magnuson supercharger install on this Rubicon. So this Rubicon is a 392 Rubicon. Comes with the 6.4 motor, so we're going to be doing the Magnuson supercharger, and then we'll throw this on the dyno and see what this makes. Right behind Abel we got this Hellcat. This Hellcat came in for overheating issues for the blower. It leaked out all the coolant through the supercharger reservoir. Upon inspection we found that all the lines were eaten by a rodent. So we also found fecal matter from a rodent. So we're replacing all those lines. This does have a chiller on it, so unfortunately not only the coolant lines were harmed, but the AC lines as well. So we got to replace all that, repair all that, and then top off the system with coolant and with Freon. So we'll see how Edgar is doing on this charger. This is, like I said, Todd Stein's charger. That is getting the billet motor. So we already have the 15-inch conversion in the front and in the rear done. We have these upgraded control arms from AAD. We have all the differential braces done. So this vehicle is ready to basically hit the dyno, and I think this vehicle is going to be at redless. So we'll see how this does. I'm excited to see what power it kind of makes.
Bueno, aquí estamos otro día más en Full Proformer. Aquí estamos para instalarle el supercargador a este Jeep Rubicon. Estamos en el proceso de la instalación y bueno, como vamos observando, aquí vamos comenzando y vamos viendo parte del proceso.
Is it tight already? Sure.
so much, man.
Did it move on us or did we? Yeah, I did, right? I moved it.
All right, guys, so we got OTB's Trackhawk here. He got the aluminum one-piece drive shaft in it. We had to send it out to get balanced. Had to make some extra clearance. So right now we're gonna go on a test drive, but we did get a engine coolant temperature sensor code. So we're gonna have Alex check it out real quick, see if there's damage to the connector, see what's going on with it. And then we'll go on a test drive and everything's good, then it's ready to go home.
Okay. The pin's out. Let's take this shit out first.
Please leave your message for 3235705.
All right, guys, so that wraps up the video here at Full Blown Performance. As you saw, all these amazing cars here. This is one of the Jeeps that you're going to see on the video next week. We'll be having the supercharger on and it will be hitting the dyno. But yeah, so this is the end of the video and you'll see you guys next week.